Hey guys, and in this video, I'll be talking about my main Speedcubes of early 2016. Alright guys, so I just want to quickly talk about what's been going on lately here. You probably have noticed that I haven't made any videos in the past 3 weeks, and I'm sorry about that. The main problem was that the softbox that I had been using in the past broke, and so we had to make a new one, and that took a lot of time to do. So that's why I haven't been posting in a while. But now I'm back, and hopefully my posting schedule will get back to normal. So I'm sorry about all of that, and hopefully none of that will happen again. So let's go ahead and get started with this video. Alright, so for our first cube here, the 2x2, my main is the Moyu Ling Po. And this is kind of an older 2x2. I mean, Moyu's released a lot of newer 2x2s, like the Tang Po, and the Wei Po even. So this is kind of an older 2x2, but people still like it, and I'm one of those people that likes it a lot. But the Ling Po is a good 2x2. It corner cuts well, 45 degrees, maybe even a little over on some sides. The tensions aren't all even, but that doesn't matter that much. Reverse cutting, it's pretty good, 3/4 of a piece. But yeah, this is a really good 2x2, so that's why it's my main. For 3x3, I use the Moyu Along V2. And this cube is actually many people still like this cube, even though it is older, just like the Ling Po is. It's still a very nice puzzle. It performs very nicely, and algorithms are fluent, and there isn't any catching. Also, the corner twisting isn't really that large of a problem. I mean, I might have one corner twist every 30 solves, every 40 solves. Maybe not even that often. But the Along V2 was made to fix the corner twisting problems with the Along V1. Because the Along V1, that was its problem. It constantly corner twisted. So that's why they made the Along V2 with the squared off corner design. And that design, I think, is working a lot better. So that's very, very, very promising. For 4x4, I use the Moyu Aosu. This cube is also very fast. Although it does catch a little bit more, but that's to be expected on larger cubes. It is a bit slower than the Along and the Ling Po, but it doesn't really matter that much because it gives more time for look ahead then. Corner cutting is pretty good. One piece. And then reverse is... I haven't really tried reverse in a while. It's not that much. Maybe half a piece? Probably half a piece. So this cube is pretty good. However, I did notice, when I was solving it a couple days ago, the corner is pretty loose. I noticed that the corner was very loose and it started to wiggle around. Now, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I have a feeling it was because when I was solving the cube, I remember corner cutting really far on that side. So I think it might have done something to the corner. But I'm hoping that is the case, because then we can just replace it really easily, and hopefully avoid that problem again. But this cube is still really nice, and that is why it is my main 4x4. So the next cube here is the Yushin 5x5. And this cube is actually extremely, extremely nice. I mean, it is so smooth, and the algorithms that you want to perform usually are very, very, very fluent. You don't have any problems with catching. However, the main problem with this cube is the lockups like this. This cube has major Shengshou style lockups. And I think that's the only problem with it. Now this cube also, another big advantage to it, is that it has bigger outer layers, so it makes a really nice 3x3 stage. Which is very important when you're solving the 5x5. Now the corner cutting is good. It's one piece, or a little less. See right there, it kind of has that lockup / catching problem. So it's a little less than one piece. Reverse is maybe about half a piece. But if you try to over corner cut it, you just get a lockup. So that is a downfall of this cube. But so far, I do not have a cube to top this, so that's why this cube is my main. And I do suggest this cube as a main for many other people. Alright, so this is the next cube. It's a 6x6, and I do not know what brand this is, to be honest. Now, I will say that it kind of reminds me of Me and Myself and Pi's V-Cube 6, because it has the same design and mechanism and everything. So I have a feeling this might be a V-Cube, but I'm not totally sure. But all I have to say is that this cube is bad. Because if you try to overcorner cut it at all, that's what happens. This cube pops so much. And also there's a problem with internally, where the core misaligns sometimes. And so the pieces catch on the core, actually. And that forces the cube to not turn on that face. And so you have to turn other faces for a little bit, and then you might be able to turn that face that won't turn. So that is the main problem with this cube. And this cube is... I've not solved 6x6 in I don't know how long. It's been a long time. So I'm hoping I can get a Shang Shao or a Moyu Aoshi 6x6. If I did, then one of those would be my main instantly. So, but right now this is just kind of a fill-in cube, even though I have not used it in forever. Okay, so we have the next puzzle here. This is the Shang Shao 7x7. It's not mini, it's the full 7x7. And it's actually pretty good for a 7x7. I mean, it does have those Shang Shao lockups, of course, because it is a Shang Shao puzzle. But overall, I think this cube is really nice. It has had to be cleaned out and lubed several times. That's probably because we've solved it a lot. Now, the corner cutting in this cube is minimal, of course, because it's a larger puzzle. So one piece. And if you do try to over corner cut it, you'll get a lockup or a pop. This cube doesn't pop that often, so that's something to be aware of. But the lockups on this cube are the main problem, and sometimes if you get a lockup, it'll pop. But most of the time, it's just a lockup. You should be able to put it back without having to take any pieces out. Now, reverse cutting is not very good. It's maybe about 1/4 to 1/5 of a piece. So, reverse cutting on the 7x7 isn't that great, but that's kind of to be expected since it's such a large puzzle. Alright, so for our last cubic puzzle here, we have the Scube. This is a Moyu Scube, and it's pretty nice. I mean, I don't know how to do finger tricks on the cube, so I do kind of just use my whole hand to turn each face. But I do like this cube. It is very fast, and corner cutting is pretty good. I think this is how you do corner cutting. I have not made a review on a cube yet, so I'm not totally sure. But I think that's corner cutting. And then reverse. Reverse is pretty good, I guess. So the Moyu Cube is actually a pretty nice cube, and I would recommend this to anybody, really. Alright, so now on to other WCA puzzles that aren't cubic. We have Pyraminx here, and for Pyraminx I use the Shang Shao Pyraminx. Now, I do not really compete in Pyraminx at all. If I went to competition, I would not compete in it, because I am just so bad at Pyraminx. Corner cutting, or I should say more like edge cutting, to be exact, is maybe about 30 degrees, or 25 to 30 degrees, I'm not totally sure. So it's okay. And then reverse, not too great. Anyway, this is the Shang Shao Pyraminx. Megaminx is the QJ Megaminx, and this is an okay Megaminx. I mean, I don't solve Megaminx that much either. I just solve more cubic puzzles, but when I do solve Megaminx, this is a pretty good Megaminx. I mean, it does pop a little bit, and it doesn't have the greatest turning, but for my purposes, it suits me just fine. The corner cutting is one piece. If you push it hard. And then reverse. Ooh, it's not too great. It doesn't have any reverse. But this Megaminx suits me just fine, and I probably won't be getting another one anytime soon. Alright guys, that's about it for this video on my Main Speedcubes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button down below, and please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it.